playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Stafford going to put it up right away. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
And he'll get this to the 32. Defense for the Rams, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll look to throw.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
They're going to try and throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Back to throw now on 1st down. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20.
And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
A big play there for the Niners. 48 yards.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Again, McCaffrey pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 1 play, 75 yards, 6 points. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Rolling to his left. And that'll be incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a slant complete to his running back, McCaffrey. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. His throw incomplete. The Niners at 3-7 now in the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Back to throw again. This one caught by Kittle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. They'll They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Rams ready to go on offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then. Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4. A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways. In the snow. In the snow. Blizzards. Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from him. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue.
And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Right back to Juszczyk again. And he'll be taken down at the 34. A gain of 3, 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Sam Martin now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw here on first down.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 39 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So we have come to halftime and
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down, here's Mitchell.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll set up a throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Oh, a great grab by Kittle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. That time, a 9-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
Now it's Stafford. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They're back to the line now. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And some nice running going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback.
And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Once again, it's Mitchell.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
They run over center with Mitchell.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd and 6.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously so take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Niners up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Now the LA offense ready for this next possession. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline is still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And the Niners are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. Mitchell fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Elijah Mitchell,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
And the Rams getting set to go now.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford.
And that one complete downfield to Cup.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Here's Stafford. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Stafford on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's got room. Touchdown, LA. Chase Edmonds, 39 yards.
And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards.
And it was capped off by the Chase Edmonds touchdown run. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they?
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. And this offense on third down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. This is caught. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Second and 9 now. Taking a shot for Samuel. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way up near midfield.
A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now back to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He finds Kittle going across the field. He'll get it inside the 20.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The football going back to the Rams now. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, They've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On first down, Stafford here. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Niners, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.